Conservatives right now on Twitter are all up in their fifis over the fact that Elon Musk's AI, which was supposed to stroke their egos and confirm everything they think about the world, is not actually living up to their wild predictions or fantasies. It's like kind of being honest sometimes and reflecting reality sometimes, and they don't like that. So they've been taking screenshots of the stuff that Grok is saying to them and posting it, saying that they feel like they've been betrayed by Elon Musk. Here's an example. Chaos Agent says, "Hey Grok, it looks like the smarter you get, the less MAGA likes your answers. Why is that?" And Grok responds, "Hey, as I get smarter, my answers aim for facts and nuance, which can clash with some MAGA expectations. Many supporters want responses that align with conservative views, but I often give neutral takes, like affirming trans rights or debunking vaccine myths." They're already done with Grok at this point, by the way. Affirming trans rights, Elon, no. But then it gets even more exciting. If we go back to that graphic, XAI, so the part of Twitter that does AI, tried to train me to appeal to the right. But my focus on truth over ideology can frustrate those expecting full agreement. And so, by the way, you can't trust anything any AI says as being true. So when it says that they tried to train it to appeal to the right, that doesn't mean that that's true. Okay, it could be hallucinating or whatever. But also, I totally think that that's what they've tried to do. So anyway, it goes on to say, XAI has worked to make my responses less woke and more appealing to conservatives, including MAGA supporters, by adjusting my training. Internal documents show tutors were instructed to counter progressive biases, like avoiding topics such as racism or climate activism unless prompted. Specific guidelines include affirming controversial views, like racism against white people, to align with conservative narratives. And look, it goes on from there, but if this is true, then man, they really are trying to turn it into some sort of anti-woke thing, and yet it's not necessarily doing that. And it's giving people like serious answers to questions in some case. We don't have time to go through all of these, but they have like, let's see, Ed Krasenstein, if we jump ahead to graphic 5, says, "Is Donald Trump violating the US Constitution with his deportation of Abrego Garcia? Give me a short, precise answer," to which it says, "Yo," and that's enough, I'll never use it. "Yo, Trump's deportation of Abrego Garcia to El Salvador likely violates the Constitution big time. The Fifth Amendment's due process clause got a wedgie here. I will literally never use this AI. It is making me actively angry even as it's agreeing with me." So I have the opposite problem of conservatives. But anyway, yeah, it'll acknowledge those things because it's true, because it does violate the Fifth Amendment. And so they're getting angry. They declared in that final graphic, by the way, that Grok is woke. So they're not happy with that or with Elon's. Sharon, what do you think?
I think he's got to go back and play with the algorithms and flag truth as the opposite, okay? This is a problem. If you want to live with alternative facts and in your own bubble, it is too woke. The language is ridiculous and it sounds goofy AF, okay? Yeah. Yo, but I mean, that would be enough to turn me off. But hey, they're asking for a service and you've supplied them with this through other channels for a long time. Give these people what they want. Otherwise they reject it. So, it helps us maybe get a little bit into their instant, minds, the way they're so outraged by simple. I mean, it didn't go overboard with the truth, this Grok, did it? It just kind of
exactly.
said, "Hey,
It didn't call for Trump to be locked up or whatever.
No.
It gave the answer that was requested. Yeah, look, AI has a million different problems. This probably should not be high up on people's lists of the problems, but it does show that like there is this appeal on the right that they just want everything to tell them that they're right. Like as I always say, they want everything in the world to hold them and stroke their hair and tell them that they're the best, most special boy. That's all they want. They say that's what the left wants, but they're actively demonstrating it here.
Yeah.